Hey everybody, Andy here. Let's talk about Snow Crash.
It's the future, and most of the urban US is separated into territories run by gangs and drug lords. The road is ruled by couriers and pizza delivery drivers. Hero is the best swordsman in the world. He is also an independent hacker who helped program a portion of the metaverse, a virtual reality world. A new drug called Snow Crash has been singling out hackers, and Hero is going to figure out why. Snow Crash, written by Neal Stephenson, published by Baden Books, is a 480-page science fiction cyberpunk novel.
So, a lot of you know Snow Crash has been around it was written in 93, I think. So it's been around for 23 years, 25 years, somewhere around there. So it's well known. It's an excellent story, science fiction. It's pretty much one of those books that has a bunch of genres, but it takes place in the future. It's kind of dystopian, so it's kind of got that futuristic dystopian feel to it. This book has a lot of elements in it that you can tell were probably taken and used in other books. And I don't want to say anything for sure because I'm not positive, but since it was written in 93, there's a lot of stuff in here about like the internet, the metaverse, which is very virtual reality, very MMO-ish, but more like a Second Life realistic sort of thing. People go to like chat rooms, but it's not a chat room. It would be like real life. Like they go in their avatar in the metaverse and they kind of just go in. It's like a second world for these people. The story, like I said, the story takes place in the future. It seems like the government's very non-existent, very has very minimal impact. There's regions in the world. There's regions like there's the Mr. Lee's Hong Kong area. I'm guessing it's kind of like an area in a big city, how they have like Chinatown or the Ukrainian village or something like that. It's but it seems like it's a much larger part of the United States. And there's also like the American gangsters, and there's very segregated areas that it seems like that are around this area of LA that the book mainly takes place in. There's technology has advanced, obviously. Like I said, there's the metaverse. Things, cars move very quickly. There's highways, and people like do the Back to the Future thing where they grab onto the side of the cars and use their skateboards, and they kind of like hitch a ride that way. It's kind of cool. Inflation is outrageous. They're talking about people like using like millions and trillions of dollars like it's a couple bucks nowadays. So inflation's out of control. And there are people that are hackers, and then there's everything else. It seems like they follow them. The main characters seem to be hackers. Like the main character Hero is a hacker. He's a freelance hacker, which is very rare. I guess most programmers and hackers work for big corporations and cubicles and sit and just write code all day long, and are scrutinized about their performance, and it seems very communist to me. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what it seemed like to me. So the book is so that's kind of like the setting of the book. It's the future thing. Everything's really shitty. No one really wants to work, but they have to. Everyone's plugged into the metaverse world, and then there's segregated areas of crime families that kind of run everything. So the book's called Snow Crash, which is a new drug that just shows up, and it seems to only affect hackers and computer programmers. And Hero, the main character, being a hacker, wants to find out. One of his friends dies from this drug, and you later find out that this drug actually isn't a drug. It's kind of like a computer virus that can infiltrate the human mind, but only programmer minds, because they're the ones that kind of like know the algorithms and kind of see things in a different way. It's really not, it's hard to explain. You kind of got to read the book. You'll understand it. It's explained much better in the book, but I don't really want to give away. I think I'll give it away if I explain it any better than that. Because it's a huge piece at the end of the book. It's kind of like, oh man, wow, that's pretty cool. And so I don't want to give it away, but so there's this virus or new drug that is being used to brainwash hackers, and Hero wants to find out. So that's kind of like the premise of the book. And then there's all these crime families, and there's terrorists that are trying to blow up the United States. And Hero finds himself in the middle and tries to stop all of this. He does it through connections with friends and through the metaverse and using his hacker skills. And he's also, of course, he's an amazing swordsman. He carries around a ninja sword with him, and so it's an excellent book. You'll see it on. It's one of those books again that you'll see on a lot of must-read science fiction, and it's definitely worth your time. It's called Snow Crash by Neal Stephenson. Hey everybody, Andy here. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, you know what to do, and I will check you guys later.